Hey guys, welcome back to Paradise. So today I just wanted to introduce you to our new solar setup power station. This is from AllPowers. They hooked us up with this one and it has been working wonderful. So this is the model S300 Plus. So this is the second model in their series, and this one comes with 100 watt solar panel. This is going to be maxed out at 100 watts, so you can't add more solar to it. But the thing is so small, it's for limited uses or limited needs. So we don't really have a lot of needs around here for a lot of power, but this thing seems to take care of all those needs. So first off, let's just open it up and I'll show you what we got with it. So first off, you get your little instruction books here, and just kind of gives you the guidelines of your power station. Then you're going to get a bag of cords here, so you're going to get an adapter here. It's got some DC plugs in it, as well as your MC4 adapters that hook to your solar panel. So if you're going to charge something with DC, it can adapt to that. And then also with that is going to be your AC wall plug. It's a 200 watt AC wall plug, so that can charge from your wall in about a little over an hour. I haven't actually tried it yet because we don't really have a wall plug. That's why we have the generator in the first place. So now this is just the box in general, what it comes in. As you can see, very small, so that's one of the big benefits of it. That's why I liked it in the first place, was that it was small and not heavy to carry around. So here's your generator itself, very small again, as you can see. So on one side it has your wall plug, so that's what you're going to use to charge from the wall. Goes up to 120 volts. On the other side you're going to have, this is your solar and car input. So 12 to 60 volts, 8.5 amp max. So this is your XT60 plug, and that's going to become, and that's actually going to come with your solar panel, so that'll plug right into there. And then you also have your cigarette lighter, your 12 volt cigarette lighter also. So now some of the key features on this one, it does come with an AC plug, so you got just one. So if you're going to need more than one AC plug, you can get, they do have bigger models that you can get. This is just a small one. Works well for us because we don't have a lot of energy needs. So it's got two 18 watt USB ports and one 100 watt USB-C port. So that's plenty for us. So you got your on off button, you got your turn your AC on and off, and your DC on and off, and it also has a Bluetooth feature, so you can get an app for your phone and you can tell everything that's going on with your power station. Then it also shows you on the screen energy going in from the solar panel, energy going out that you're using currently. You can also do them both at the same time. You can be charging at the same time as you're using power from this, so that is very nice. And it also has wireless charging on top, so if you have a wireless charging phone, which most phones now do, you can just sit it on top there, which is a very nice feature because a lot of them don't have that. And then on the back is going to be an LED bar. I really haven't used it, but it is there if you need it. So then your solar panel, 100 watt solar panel, folds up very small, which is fantastic, and it's light, and it's been very efficient. Like, it charges in about 3 to 4 hours with full sun, and it's usually bringing in about 70 to 80 watts. So for a 100 watt panel, that's really good. We've had some other ones and they have not really stood up, and they get about maybe 40, 50. This one's been doing fantastic, and as you can see, it's dirty and it's still bringing in at least 55. So that's fantastic. So it comes with, as we said, your plug that goes into the solar panel, and then your other end will be your MC4 plug. I added a extension on it, so but your actual cord that comes with it is actually pretty long. So that's how long the cord is that just comes with it. So if you need to run it inside like a camper or something like that without an extender, you can just use this. So that was another benefit as well. So the generator also has a fan built into it, so usually when you plug it into the solar panel, the fan will run. That might be one thing people find annoying. I didn't really have that big of an issue with it. I'm usually outside doing something while it's charging, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not that loud. So, but there have been some times where it does shut off. If it's cool enough outside, it will charge with the solar without having the fan run. So that's one thing that people might find annoying. And also, the only other thing I found annoying is actually this flap on the solar panel. So there's really nowhere to put it, and if the wind blows, it flaps like that, and then you get less solar, and you don't really realize it because you're out doing something. And if you fold it underneath, it like hits the leg on it. So that was the only other thing that I actually found annoying. So I obviously just have to keep an eye out for it and make sure that that flap doesn't fold over. So like I said, this is just for people that are kind of nomading or just using it for like a weekend or something like that. If you don't have a lot of energy demands, you're not going to be able to run a lot of things at the same time. We do have like a little cooler that we run, and that's usually around 60 watts on max mode, and this will keep it running all day long and most of the night, which usually at night it gets cold, so we shut it off and just let the cooler get cold from the outside temperature. So then during the day we can charge it up, and then we can keep that going, and it keeps the phones charged, and there's really not too much else. We have some lights that we plug in and charge off that, but this is usually always at 100% because the solar panel is so efficient that this thing just stays full, and then overnight you kind of drain it a little bit if you're keeping like a fridge or anything going, and then during the day again it works out really well. So if you're planning on staying out for a long time and it happens to be cloudy, you might have an issue with it running low, but again, if you don't have high energy demands, this thing is perfect. And AllPowers has been fantastic. They've been great to work with, and also they do sell a ton of different options. They sell different sizes of everything, and they do have like a 200 watt panel and bigger panels like that, bigger generators. They have anything that you would need, but so far they have been just a fantastic company. So if you have any questions on the AllPowers stations or anything like that, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll put a link to the description on to the AllPowers website, and especially to the 300 watt one, because this thing has been fantastic. Otherwise, we'll see you guys out there.